Hey, Coach. Thanks for taking the time.
No problem.
We'll get started here with Martin Frank and then Bo Wolf.
Hey Shane, how's it going?
Good, Martin. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, thanks. So I wanted to ask you about Jalen Hurts. I mean, what impressed you the most about how he played on Sunday? Was it the decision making, the running, the passing, all of it? Like how do you assess his performance?
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of everything. Just his calmness and his readiness, the way he prepared throughout the week. Like I had no doubt he was prepared to play, but then to go out and see it on Sunday was very impressive. And I think anytime you're completing 77% of your passes, you're putting your team in a position to win football games. And then the way he created plays outside the pocket, scrambling. I mean, we've seen it in training camp, but to see it live on Sunday was very impressive. So hats off to him for his preparation and his execution.
Go ahead, Bo, and then Jamie.
Hey, Shane, sticking on Jalen, I don't know how much you pay attention to this sort of thing, but his average air yards per throw on Sunday were the lowest in the league. Now, was that the game plan going in, or was that sort of the result of the way the Falcons were playing you guys? And then were there any shots that you guys called downfield that just weren't open for whatever reason?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, yeah, we did. We had shots that were called and they took them away, so we had to check it down. So we're always going to have those, right? We're going to have our scheme shots where we're trying to take a shot, and if they take it away, we got to check it down. And that's the philosophy. If they're not going to give us the big chunk, check it down to the tailback, and he'll get 10 and keep completing footballs. Like I said, if you're completing 77% of your passes, you got a chance to win football games. So as long as we're completing balls, being efficient on third down, and scoring in the red zone, we're going to put ourselves in position to win games.
Go ahead, Jamie and Jeff Mosher.
Coach, you guys have the youngest coaching staff, I believe, in the NFL, or one of them. And it seemed like the team just brought a ton of energy on Sunday. They all wanted to win for Coach Sirianni. How much does that youth play into that energy and the way you guys play on the field?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think anytime you have good energy, positive vibes, right? I like to say, feed the positive, weed the negative. And I think when it's positive and you're constantly pushing that energy day in and day out throughout the meetings, throughout practice, the preparation, the team meetings, the offensive unit meetings, and you just keep bringing that juice, I think it feeds into the players and everyone's on the same page. And you go out and play and you execute at a high level when you're prepared and you got good energy.
Jeff and then EJ.
Hi, Shane. Wanted to ask
you
about good, thanks. I wanted to ask you about Devonta Smith blocking. Actually, is it perimeter blocking on runs? How much does that? What did you see in that when you guys drafted him, and then OTAs and up until training camp and Sunday?
Yeah, no, I thought he did a phenomenal job. He's really tough football player, and the way he gets in position to make those blocks and create space for the backs to run was impressive. And Coach Moorhead, our receiver coach, he works with him on that every day in practice, and then you can see it showed up in the game. And we got to continue to get better every day at blocking, and he's doing a nice job so far.
Can you just also, for a guy that size, to be able to do that well? Everybody questions the size. When did you really notice he was good in that part?
I think it started to go in training camp a little bit. He uses great technique and great fundamentals, and I think for a guy that's a little under, just right there, like how his frame, just to get in position to make plays, he's doing a nice job.
Thank you.
EJ and then Mike K.
Hey, Shane, kind of sticking with the rookies here. I wanted to ask you about Kenny Gainwell. What did you see from him? And how did you think he handled with blitz pickups and stuff like that? And how important is it for him to, handle those things well to stay on the field?
Yeah, no, I thought he did a really nice job. Obviously, in the 2-minute situation, he did some really good things. He had some good pickups, but you saw that he ran with some good toughness, right? And he saw the holes and he hit it. Obviously, that touchdown there when we went fast on the ball and he hit it right there is a great job by Kelsey and Isaac on that double team, and he just knifed it right there, and you saw the explosiveness from him. So it was good to see him on Sunday, and we got to continue to build off that.
Mike and Jeff McLean.
Hey, Shane, obviously you prepare for all of these plays in practice, but how difficult is it on a timing play like the pick play for the touchdown to Devonta? How hard is it to get all 11 guys on the same page to pull off a play like that with success?
Yeah, no, I think obviously like that play that we scored on, that was a play that we repped multiple times this week and gave multiple different looks to that situation. And Ertz was a huge part of that play. I mean, he made it go. We got the look, and he did a nice job setting that up. And Devonta just had the win at the line of scrimmage, and Jalen threw a nice ball over the top. And obviously the line had to protect, and they did a really good job. So well-executed play, and it was really the repetition throughout the week that we got in practice on it.
Go ahead, Jeff, and then Dave Spadaro.
Shane, I heard your reference Jalen's completion percentage. I heard other offensive coordinators, the number one stat for them, obviously, aside from points and turnover differential, is yards per attempt. Do you feel the same way when it comes to the quarterback play as well?
Yeah, I think yards per attempt plays in, but I really do. I look at the completion percentage because when guys are completing balls, like I said, you're moving the sticks. Right, it could be a 5-yard completion, right, that puts you at 2nd and 5, and you complete another ball, you're at the first down. So when you're completing balls, you're moving the ball.
Dave and then Ed.
Shane, could you speak to the Niners front seven, specifically Bosa and Fred Warner? Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Obviously, Bosa is a very explosive player. I was with his brother for a while, so I've seen the Bosa up front and personal. I know his brother's a really good football player. He's explosive off the line of scrimmage. He plays the run well. And then inside, Warner, he can fly around. He can cover, right? He can cover. He can make tackles. He can do it all. So 2 really good football players that we got to know where they're at on the field on Sunday at all times.
Ed and then Zach.
Hi, Shane. Miles Sanders said something interesting in the postgame that how every play is a run play. So I'm not sure what he meant by that exactly. But given that, how much flexibility do you give Jalen Hurts at the line to audible or change the play before it starts?
Yeah, there's certain things that we do, right? Every game plan we go in with certain checks and stuff, and he handled some. We had some of those in on Sunday, and he handled them really well, and he executed at a high level with the stuff that we gave him. So it was good to see.
Go ahead, Zach, and then John.
Hey, Shane, following up on completion percentage, and you said it's important to you. Is there a benchmark you have for where the quarterback needs to hit or needs to exceed for you to be satisfied with where he is?
Yeah, we do have that. I'll keep that in-house, but that's something that we look at. Obviously, you want to be at a certain. We have a goal each week that we want to be at, but he definitely exceeded that goal on Sunday.
So short of saying what that goal is it fair to say that it's a point of emphasis for you guys, completion percentage?
Yeah, we do like to have a good completion percentage, no doubt about it.
Go ahead, John, and then Chris.
Hey, Shane. You spoke a little about Devonta's blocking. I wonder, at one point it looked like he called out a corner blitz. You've been around a lot of good receivers. He's obviously a rookie. What do you think about his football IQ this early into his career?
It's impressive, really impressive. Even when he came in, the way he just talked football and saw football and talked about coverages was really impressive. And for him to see certain things on the field and just talking to him on the sidelines about certain things, there's guys, right, that have played in this league for a long time. When they see an adjustment, right, or they see something on the field, they come, tell you like, hey, I think I can get him on this route. And there were some conversations on the sideline that we had with him about certain things, and he sees the field really well. So impressed with his football knowledge, where he's at.
All right, we have time for 2 more, so we'll go to Chris and then Rob.
Hey, Shane, how would you assess the way that Miles Sanders played on Sunday against the Falcons, particularly when it came to his vision, and also how he did in the passing game?
I thought he did a nice job in both. Obviously, he had the big play around the sideline where Kelsey pulled, really good, and then the screen that we hit him on was really nice. I mean, it was good landmark by him, and then he got up inside. It was a great job by Brooks as well, right, taking that guy off, and then he hit it inside down in there. Was really good. And then the pass protection, he had a huge 3rd down pickup. The one we hit to Devonta when the safety blitzed. He came up and allowed Jalen to step up in the pocket, make that big 3rd down conversion. I believe it was 3rd and 9 there. It was a big play. So he did a nice job all around. It was a good job.
Go ahead, Rob.
Shane, part of a mobile quarterback or a quarterback that can keep plays alive with his feet is decision-making on getting out of bounds and sliding. It does seem like Jalen does a a better job of that than perhaps some of the other quarterbacks we have seen around here with that. Is that a coaching point from you guys, or is that something he has done before you guys even got here?
Yeah, I think some of those guys have a natural ability, and I think it carried over. He did a nice job in college, and then you can see it in the NFL. He knows when to get down, right, and slide. He knows when he can get out of bounds. I think he has a natural feel for that, but it's obviously we do talk about it in the quarterback room, but he does have a really good feel for it.
All right. Thanks for the time, Coach.
All right, guys. Appreciate you.